Welcome to MMA MADE, the best MMA show around the world. Mighty Devin Debo Taylor. You know what?
Say it.
Champ. You know what? Champ.
Of
No
the
hate.
season. Of the season.
No hate.
I will take the title for the season.
You are 9-8, right?
No, I think it's 10-8 now because there's one more, but we knew that you couldn't win it.
No, you're 9-8, so we can tie, right?
No, I don't think so. Because I got one for the last week, and then the week before.
I'm trying to think. We were tied 8-8. No, we were tied 9-9. God, I gotta look. I know that you can't lose.
I don't even think you can tie.
I think you are 10-8.
Yeah, because you were talking about, oh, I can win this one and then the next one.
There's 22 episodes. 22 episodes this season. The first episode, there was no...
You do whatever.
I don't care. Whatever. You're the champion. You know what? And there ain't no hate.
I got the title. I got the title because I'm the better fighter.
You know what? You know why there's no hate? There's multiple reasons why. We had enough hate last weekend. We had enough hate last weekend.
We did catch some hate last weekend.
We caught some serious hate. Some haterade was just being doused on us like, let's salt up the game. So it was a
salt dropping. Salt dropping.
Straight.
That's all right.
It's all good. You know why? Because we push forward. We don't look behind us. We look forward.
Fueled by haters.
I'll tell them right. We'll tell them right now. You don't have to like us, but you'll know us. We ain't gonna stop. We will not stop. We are going all the way to the mountain.
I say that all the time. Actually, I say that.
Anyways,
you don't gotta. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. On a serious note, happy Veterans Day. That's why I got on the old Captain America shirt today. You know, I respect and want to say thank you to all the vets, past, present, and future. If you plan on going in any of the armed forces,
I got family in the armed services right now, so you know, much love to. Got some fighter pilot, jet. Pilot, fighters.
You can obviously tell he hated this. He don't know what he's talking about.
I know that they got
his name's Maverick and his partner's Goose.
Yeah, it's awesome. I saw that movie. And
Talk to me, Goose.
It was so cool. No, he really does that. It's awesome. That's my cousin.
And his name's Maverick?
It's not his name's Goose. Okay. It's not Maverick. But yeah, that's actually my cousin. So
my grandfather, 30-year vet, Navy. Father was in the Air Force for 8 years, and then my pops, he was in the Army as well.
Yeah, so much love for all that. Support it.
Absolutely.
Keep it real over there.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Let's get right into it. This past weekend, UFC Fight Night 55, UFC Fight Night 56, Australia, Brazil.
Tale of two tapes, really.
It really was
awesome. The other one, at least for me, horribly, horribly wrong.
Well, it was horrible in a lot of aspects for you, and I think just the card was just fair at best. It was just. I don't know.
So first,
let's start with Sydney.
Fight Night 55 in Sydney. We've got a great fight of Rockhold versus Bisping.
Rockhold versus Bisping.
And you know what? I threw it up on Twitter. I didn't get a chance to watch it, so I still don't know who won.
Bisping won.
Bisping won.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're actually not champion this week. It's me.
Man.
I wish I went with my gut. See, somebody's like, think what your gut is, and then pick the opposite.
And that's what I told you to do.
And I should have just went with the damn Shogun fight. If I just stuck to my it was. Yeah, I only want to take Bisping because I knew it would be like an epic win. It would be like
that's why you picked against Hua.
No, actually, I thought OSP would beat him.
Anyways, all right.
So Sydney, Australia.
Rockhold gets the win.
He does. Second round. Coincidentally,
guillotine choke.
All main event fights. Second round finishes. All 11 fights. Finishes in total.
Gotta be one of the first time that's ever happened. That was crazy.
It has to be. I can't ever remember a title.
Maybe a whole card went to knockouts.
Really? Every single fight? We would have to look it up.
It probably going back quite a ways, but I'm sure at some point
modern UFC.
Yeah, maybe modern UFC, because I'm sure back in the day,
like pre-Zufa,
they were like, just keep going.
Yeah, just wait till just drag his dead body out. It's blood sport. Bolo's coming in the second here.
Exactly.
I must break you.
But yeah, I mean that was a great card.
It really was. It was a great card.
You know, I mean the prelims were unbelievable. If you haven't watched the prelims, you need to watch the prelims of both.
Yes.
The prelims of 55 and the prelims of 56 had some, I'm telling you, unbelievable fights. That was one of the things that I still was like, I watched 56, I was like, and I was like, I'll watch the prelims real quick. Unbelievable.
Great fights.
Unbelievable prelims in both of those cards.
Yep. And then, you know what? I know I've said this before weeks ago, many weeks ago. I said it's free. And Fight Pass technically is not free. It's $10 a month. But look, here's the thing. Skip Starbucks twice a month and you've got Fight Pass. Come on. Really?
Yeah, you get Invicta as well.
You get the Pride Library.
The Pride Library is where it's at. Some of y'all youngsters need to get that Pride Library so you can check out back when Hua was
could actually win.
Back when
beat somebody.
He's getting old. He's been through some wars. You know,
you could probably chalk him up with the freaking Nogueira brothers, man.
Yeah, the Nogueira brothers. People are like, oh, they're not that good. Back in the day, man, they were unstoppable.
Yeah.
They were some of the first competitors with truly high level jiu-jitsu.
Besides the Gracies, obviously.
Well, even yeah. I mean, I guess it was just
different.
Yeah, different.
And the thing is,
they were the pioneers. You know, the Gracies were the pioneers of jiu-jitsu, so it feels different. But
Shogun is not that old in comparison to other fighters that are on the roster. Same thing with the Nogueira brothers, but they have miles. They have been in wars.
I mean, these are guys. Shogun started like high-level fighting at like 18, 19. He was very young, and back in those days, and the Shooter Box is known for it. They didn't like have a camp where like, oh, we're gonna do like light sparring to get ready for the fight. They're like, no, like fight, and that's how you'll get ready for the fight.
Because you'll get knocked out.
Yeah, like they would legit go at it every single practice session leading up to a camp.
And people would get concussed.
Yeah, it was really bad. Shooter Box is really known for
like they're training you for war.
Yeah, their camps were like, all right, let's go at it with different weight classes. It was.
They're not going to pull the punch, so we're really going to sock you in the face.
It was insane back then.
But, oh man, great. I mean, overall, the main card with the UFC 56, that's the one that was kind of suspect.
The 56 card was tough. They're in Brazil. Couple of snooze fests. The Americans win. The crowd is just silent.
Oh, dude.
And then the Hua fight. That's my boy. I love him. I've loved him for so long. Even with his funky walkout music, he's never changed. It's old techno. It's so bad. Or it's not even techno. It's like house. It's so bad. And like 30 seconds in, he just, he comes in reckless. OSP steps to the side. It's done. Fight over.
And you know what? Normally I would talk mad-ish, twist the knife. That's Devin's favorite fight. But you know what?
You would see me cry.
No hate this week. I told you we had enough hate last weekend. No hate this week. It's all love this week.
I appreciate it.
It's all love this week.
It's a very raw. It's a sore subject, and I felt bad for him. He put a bunch of stuff out there, man. These fighters, they spend like 2 months eating like rice and green, killing themselves, pushing themselves in camp. And so his whole thing's like, dude, I don't have a problem with losing, but losing in 30 seconds, like I didn't even get to show how much work I've put in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I lose like, in the second or third round, I got to go into a war.
Yeah.
That he was like, that's fine, but he was like, that, and I do feel for him.
It sucks.
That sucks to lose that early. Like if you've sacrificed 2 months of your life. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely agree with that. So anyways, those are the fight nights this past weekend. Obviously, there was a lot of other fights on there, but we're not going to get to all those. We're going to move on. We're going to press forward. Actually, we're going to talk about something a little exciting, a little fun. Last week on the show, we decided to do a little contest and do Pick Debo's new Twitter handle. We had a great response. Tons of people throwing stuff in. I still like the Mighty is my hero. I thought that was a good one.
That was the one that you threw out there.
No, I'm pretty sure someone else did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
and I saw you throw it out there like, there's a good one. Yeah, so no, that won't be it. My favorite, well, there was two. There's Vanilla Thunder, which was pretty good. And...
I mean, I think when you saw that, you were thinking they were naming me, right? Like renaming me.
No.
Because I look at you, I don't see a Vanilla. I look in the mirror, I see a Vanilla Thunder over here.
No. My other one I liked was D-Bomber. I think D-Bomber was pretty good. It was like D-Bo Obama. It was like D-Bomber. And then, yeah, that one was pretty good.
And then the Debo Don't Know.
That one, at the last second, man, I saw that one. I was like, ooh, that might.
Bo knows, like Debo Don't Know. I like that.
That one was good.
That's like, but I gotta say, kind of like I thought, Flying Brian in the clutch.
You gonna get the drum roll?
I'm gonna say it. Tailor-Made MMA. That's legit.
Tailor-Made MMA. That's the winner.
Is that what you're gonna go with?
That's the winner.
Damn.
Very, very well put. It's like so many layers.
It is. It's like an onion. You just peel back the layers.
Racks on racks.
So what? Racks on racks.
I mean, it's
really?
just levels
like
on
Vegas?
levels. Levels
like
on levels.
City,
well done. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, well, actually, you tell him. You tell him thank you.
I'm a Flying Brian. Appreciate it. You know, Sexy Chocolate. I really think.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would have loved some sexy chocolate, but that's okay. We'll keep it professional.
I'm actually a little. I won't lie. I'm a little bit jealous that I didn't think of that. That was a great Twitter handle.
It really is.
It was a great.
It really is.
It was a lot better than Bo925. I mean, who thought of that? Did you like use the magic 8-ball? Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
What should I use?
I'm gonna be honest. Not my best work.
Yeah.
Not my best work.
Oh man, that was pretty bad. But hey, at least now, you know, you got to change it ASAP so when no one snatches it up, you're like...
I know, I'm going to be like, Tailor-Made MMA, and be like...
You're going to have to change it to Made MADE, and then I'll get you a little French maid outfit.
Ooh,
It'll be Tailor-Made MMA.
I would pull it off.
No, you won't.
No.
I don't, even if you could, I don't want to see it.
You might.
I don't want to see it.
I'll DM you those pics.
No. Oh, man. Anyways.
So what we got coming up?
This coming weekend, not one, not two, the Threefer!
Freefer? Like...
A Freefer, Threefer. Actually, well, it's part Freefer.
Yeah, a little bit of a Freefer, Threefer.
It's 66% Freefer. And you know what? I'm going to say it right now.
A Freefer Sutherland?
A Freefer Sutherland. This is getting bad. You know what? I decided... I was talking to, who was I talking to? I think I was talking to our boy up at Mama's Boy Apparel up in Canada, Mr. John. I think I was talking to him, and I was like, you know what? UFC's not going to get my money this weekend.
They're not getting your money?
Nope, I'm not going to do it. I know that's crazy because it's been since, I want to say, God, honestly, I want to say it's been like mid-06 since I hadn't paid for a pay-per-view other than two. Rampage versus Rashad when I was up in Spokane, Washington, visiting my boy, and Chuck Liddell against Shogun. I actually missed that, and that wasn't even my fault, and I didn't even do that on purpose. I was here. My boy's like, yeah, there's no fight on this week, and I was like, cool. So I had this big, huge poker tournament at the house, and you can't do a poker tournament on the fight night. It just doesn't work like that. So those are the only two pay-per-views that I have not purchased.
How could you miss that one?
I still watched it later, but I'm saying that watch it live and paid for it. So that's... I mean, I don't know, do the math, figure it out, but at $55 a pop, well, the early ones were a little bit cheaper. I think the high defs back in the day were $55.
Yeah, the UFC fight is a little interesting.
Yeah, let's start off with that. Start with the UFC 180.
The fight card got totally killed. You know, Dana White's been trying to get into Mexico forever. He's in Mexico City. He's got the big arena. Sells it out. Oh, Cain Velasquez is going to be there. The #1 Mexican
Title's
American
on the line.
fighter. Title on the line. I'm sorry, what? He got injured? Oh, damn.
And he's out for a while.
He's out, you know, another knee
minimal
injury.
12 months? 12 to 18 months?
Another knee injury. He's on the shelf. And so now you've got Mark Hunt, a Samoan, you know, Australian. And then you've got Fabricio
Actually, he's
Verdum.
from New Zealand, isn't he?
New Zealand?
I think so.
New Zealand. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
New Zealand. Then you've got Fabricio Verdum, who's Brazilian, and they're fighting in Mexico City.
Yeah.
A little awkward. I'm sure both of them were like, yo, can we change the venue? Can we go somewhere else or something?
I mean, okay, so UFC policy, I'm pretty sure that anytime the main event changes, they have to offer a refund. That venue sold out super quick, so I don't know how much got refunded. There's still a lot of Mexican fighters on the card, like Gastelum is fighting Ellenberger. Gastelum is Hispanic. Lamas against Dennis Bermudez is on there. So I mean, you still have some Mexican roots per se, but it's not Kane.
Yeah,
it's not Kane.
I mean, Kane was the big attraction for that one. That's like GSP up in Canada.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
If he falls off the fight, you're like, what?
You're mad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're mad in general.
Well, I mean, the Canadians would be like, Canadian mad.
Hey. How do you say it?
Like, sorry, but I am not happy with this. Yeah,
because they're not angry like us Americans.
Nah,
the Canadians,
we take
love us
all the
Canadians.
anger.
Yes, I think they somehow like shift it like south. They just push it all that energy out, and then it kind of funnels through Detroit. I think.
Yes,
and then it just kind of branches out.
Where it goes.
Flint, Michigan.
Boston takes a lot of it. Yeah.
Oh man, we love us our Canadians though. Chris Toplack, Mama's Boy Apparel. I know we got some other Canadian friends up to too, but those are the two off the top of my head.
Yeah,
that's fam.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's just jump on that then. Verdum against Hunt.
I gotta go Verdum. This fight, he fights out of King's MMA. That's my boys down in LA. Love it. And his striking has improved so much. I think he keeps it pretty close enough on the feet. If he gets this fight to the ground at all, that quick, it's over.
I would agree. I don't want to get too much into it because we still have two other fight cards to talk about. I agree. If it goes to the ground, Hunt's done. But I think Hunt's going to do it though. I'm going to go with Hunt with the striking.
Puncher's chance. I mean, if he catches him, you saw his. I called it when he knocked out.
I called it when he knocked out Nelson.
No, you didn't. No.
You sure? Maybe. I mean, there's 8 people watching.
Well, all 8 of them know you're a liar.
8 of those people even remember.
Yeah, they know you're a liar. Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that's all we're going to go with on that card.
So
right?
Pick,
UFC 180
right there.
Nothing else?
Verdum, you got Hunt. I like
Unless you want to do Lamas against Bermudez?
Nah.
Don't want to touch that? Don't want to reverse the belt?
Nah.
Okay, all right. I would take Bermudez back.
Ooh. No. I do. I like Lamas.
I do too, but Bermudez is on a tear.
Bermudez is. I'm excited to see Castellum. We'll see how
Castellum against Ellenberger.
We'll see if Castellum is legit because
this is his big test.
This is a really big test. He's been killing people and running through. You want a big test? Here it is.
Yep. Okay. So let's just talk about World Series of Fighting real quick. World Series of Fighting 15, I believe it is. 3 title fights on the main card.
Big names.
Yeah, David Branchkin and Yushin Okami. That's both ex-UFC vets. You got Gathy against Melvin Gillard for the 155 title fight. And then you've got Jessica Aguilar against Lakendra Ferrara, something like that. And that's for the strawweight title.
Yeah, so I mean, some big names there, some good recognition. So,
yeah, that's on NBC Sports Network, and that's for free. If you have that station, you get to watch it for free.
Nice.
There you go. Any fight picks? We're just gonna leave it lay.
Not really. I don't know. I mean, Yushin Okami should win that, but we'll see.
Okay, we'll let that lay. We're gonna go to Bellator 131. Definitely, I think in the casual fans aspect, the biggest card this weekend. I would have to go with that. Of the casual fan, a lot of big names. A lot of big names.
Yeah, I mean some names that people know of. I mean, Tito Ortiz for a lot of people is still a huge name.
Absolutely. I mean, the Tito Ortiz against Stephan Bonner, pretty much an irrelevant fight in the fight world, but casual fans want to see it.
Neither one of those guys are top 20.
No, not even. So who do you got?
I gotta go Stephan Bonner.
Really? I'm gonna take Tito Ortiz for the grind out, the ground and pound.
Yeah, we'll see if it gets there. These guys are both in the actual same weight class, so it'll be interesting.
You mean you don't get to fight someone 30 pounds lighter?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that changes the fight.
So, Will Brooks against Michael Chandler. Good fight, title fight.
This is the fight that I want to see. This one looks like, this is actually pretty relevant. These are two good fighters. It's going to be really tooth and nail. It's going to be close.
Who do you want to take?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, we'll just go with those 2 fights then.
Yeah, I don't.
There's a couple of the fights.
I want to take Will Brooks, but
before the fight and before the show ends, we got Melvin Manoff against Schilling. We got King Mo against Vedepo. And then Nam Fan's on that card as well. So we got a ton of fights this weekend.
It's going to be a great weekend.
2 fights on the fight card. I can leave as champion, but he's got the season. He's got wrapped up.
It's already wrapped up, people.
So anyways, Devin Debo Taylor to my left, the champion.
The champ, baby.
Mighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Veterans Day. Have a great evening.